Hey, what is going on, guys? Astroniite here, back again with another Avorion tutorial. And today what we're going to be talking about is actually how to optimize your ship for the best possible performance that you can possibly get. Now, how we're going to do this, we're going to do this through, just going to be looking at the ship menu, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at several different groups. And we're just gonna talk about how you can maximize your efficiency in each of those different groups. Alright, so here we have the ship. Now what I was doing, basically, this is one of my older ships, and this ship right here, I have to repair it first, so give me 1 second. Well, anyway, we don't need to repair the ship to go through this tutorial. So I'm going to go into ship menu, and I'm just going to go through all the different systems, what you can do to basically maximize efficiency in each system. Now what we have here is we have the basically the ship menu, the ship menu in the ship menu. So here it shows you an overview of all the different turrets that you have: mining turrets, salvaging turrets, just normal turrets as well. And here what we have is well, right now I have 7 turrets. And what you can do is you can click on the turrets to give them each a number, and this number corresponds with the number on your keyboard, so that basically you can control the turrets with each number on your keyboard, which is great because you can turn them on and off without having to without shooting them all. So for instance, you're mining an asteroid and you want to have all, like, the most amount of material, get the most amount of material out of that asteroid. So you can have all of your mining turrets turned on and all of your normal turrets turned off, and your salvaging turret turned off as well. If you're salvaging, same thing, you just have your salvage turrets turned on and your mining turrets turned off. You can just do this by hitting the keypad when you're out of the ship menu. You can hit, say you want to turn on a turret, right? You just hit their number, or you want to turn it off, you just hit the number again. Very simple. Now, crew menu. Here it gets kind of interesting, because what you have here is you have all these different types of crew that you can use to optimize your ship. Now for crewmen, basically you can place these guys in any different job and they'll do the job. But then you can also, what you can do is you can also hire specified crewmen that do the specific job and do it very efficiently, so you don't have to waste as much currency on that crew member when you're doing a specific job. Here you have engineers, and they just fix your ship. Gunners, they control your turrets, so you need a certain number of gunners to have maximum efficiency for your turrets. So say you only have 1 gunner, but you require, like me, 13. You're gonna get a small portion of efficiency, and that's not what you want. You want 100%, right? So you have to fill that entire bar, or you have to fill up all the available positions for gunners, for example, to fulfill that efficiency. Then you have miners, same deal with the gunners, except with mining turrets. Mechanics, they repair your ship, but they do not destroy. They don't repair destroyed blocks. So what this means is when a block is destroyed, you're going to have to go into build mode and repair that block through there. And what you can see here is that my efficiency for my builders our mechanics is actually at 108%. That is because I have 1 extra crew member in that position. And what I can do with that is basically I can just have my mechanics work a little bit faster when repairing the ship, so it regenerates a lot quicker when you say you're being attacked by aliens or something. What we have here is we have pilots. They'll fly fighters. That's later on in the game. I'm not quite there yet. What you need is a hangar, and then you can start purchasing fighter jets, and then you can have pilots to fly those. Securities for boarding, which isn't quite there yet in terms of development. Boarders also are going to be implemented with boarding. What we have here is sergeants, so you need 1 for every 10 crewmen, and if you have over 10, like I do, you need 2, etc. And you also need a lieutenant. You need 1 lieutenant for every 4 sergeants. which is also very useful. Commanders, they oversee lieutenants, and this comes into effect also when you're working with an entire fleet of ships. So you need a certain number of commanders, a certain number of lieutenants, and a certain number of sergeants. Generals oversee commanders. This is when you have huge fleets of ships, and of course captains, they optimize your ship to a higher level than, say, generals would. Now, systems are really interesting. Depending on the size of your ship, you will have a different amount of slots basically to place in systems. Right now, I have just several different systems. I have a turret control system, a trading system, a radar upgrade, as well as another turret control system. Which you can also have. You can have these hyperspace upgrades, these mining upgrades. This one basically generates more energy and allows you to bypass velocity controls, which is nice if you want to go really fast. Here you can upgrade your cargo storage. This one, for example, adds 23% to my cargo storage. Energy shield converter converts leftover energy to shields, which is great if you're battling another ship. Yeah, more of the same. Engine upgrade allows you to accelerate more quickly. And what we have here is C-43 object detector. So this detects just asteroids and things in the distance in that sector. That is different from scanning also does something like that. What it does is it scans surrounding sectors for anything interesting like a trading post or whatnot. And then what you have down here is you have a radar upgrade that extends the radar range of what you see on the map. Here we have a generator upgrade. It's great if you don't have that much energy and you don't want to spend that much cash on a generator. You can implement these systems and you can just generate much more energy than what you were previously capable of, which is fantastic. Recharge rate, also great when you're, for example, jumping between systems and you need this thing to basically recharge much faster. Say you're being attacked by pirates and you're in a hostile sector. You want to get out of there as fast as possible, and this battery upgrade will help you with that. Now, right now, I actually have let's see here, 5 available slots, but 1 is empty. More slots will open based on the volume of your ship. For example, when my volume hits 5 million cubic meters, I can unlock the next slot for a system. Cargo, just list things in your cargo hold. Right now I have nothing, and cargo really depends on your the size of your cargo hold, how many things you can hold. Different objects have different volumes. My cargo hold right now has 311, I'm assuming cubic meters, something like that. Anyway, let's go to energy. So this shows your systems and how much energy they consume each. Required energy always goes up when you're charging things, but right now I'm not charging anything, so it's just standing still at the level required to run all my systems. As you can see, shields do take up a lot of energy. I think it's because right now, let me check real quick. No, I don't. But this is just the base amount for the amount of shields I have. I have a lot of shields on at the moment. Anyway, systems. This is basically all the systems that you saw in the last in the systems tab, all compiled into one. Takes up about 0.94 gigawatts of energy. And of course, hangar. What it should show is your list of different fighters in your hangar, basically, and which ones are deployed, which ones aren't deployed. Right now, I don't have a hangar at the moment, and I think that is it for this tutorial. Now, what you actually want to do for optimizing is, I'm just gonna go over what I went through last time. You can number your turrets, assign extra crew to, for example, engineering slots and mechanic slots to optimize your repairs. I mean, you're maintaining your technical blocks and repairing your ship. Systems, you can increase the volume of your ship and you will be granted extra slots for systems. These systems are very, very useful. Cargo just shows the different items in your cargo bay. Energy shows your energy consumption. Make sure that required energy does not supersede produced energy, otherwise you're going to have a lot of issues with recharging your ship and running your different systems. Hangar, you can see all the deployed ships and the ships you have available. And yeah, that's it. That's it for this tutorial. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. This is Astroniite, and see you next episode. Peace.
Yeah, that body's a blessing, girl. I ain't trying to pressure her. She messed with the temperature. I wrote the song, but I am the messenger.